one of Doug's most complex and challenging cases, because I came into business from a totally different field. I came in from medicine and from education, and came into our family business, which is a long-standing bathroom business, Norton and Stafford bathrooms, because my father was retiring, and all of his hard work was going to go unless somebody with a real passion, i.e. another family member, decided to take it forwards. So Doug had to set about training me how to be a businesswoman, and I'd like to hope that that's kind of what he's done, because 2 years later I feel completely different, and I now know what to do with my business. The book, I think, and it's the first time that I've seen it tonight, looks absolutely fantastic, mainly because it looks so simplistic to dip in and out of, and I'm going to be using it not only for myself but for my staff, to use for training sessions and for discussion on one-to-one, especially with my sales staff, I think. So I'd just like to say thank you, Doug. Thank you for being there for me always, not only when we've got our appointments in the diary, but for all those times when it's been really difficult and I've needed somebody to talk to. So I've dropped you an email or I've phoned you in tears because I'm really, really struggling. Doug's fantastic, and the Momentum programme is just great for small businesses like mine. Thank you.
I run a private practice of psychotherapy. Alison, I thought I was his most difficult client. I've also rang Doug in tears when I knew that I was losing a big contract. It came at quite a surprise, and Mo, who's in the room, thankfully put me in touch with Doug. And he came to see me, and I really thought I was just going to take the half-day free advice and then tell him where to go, because he's a salesman and he's not going to know my business, and he's not going to be very helpful. And actually, I was really surprised by, I'm going to get really emotional. Doug, where are you? I need a hug. He's become a really good friend. Oh, hold your tears, Mel. And Doug's given my business a really big hug. And I had a short programme with Doug, and it was supposed to be a short programme, but actually it's turned into a long programme because I've become so busy that I book an appointment with him when I think it's going to go a bit quiet, and then I have to keep cancelling it because it gets busy again. So I've never actually used all the sessions I've booked with him, but it's just really nice to know that he's at the end of the phone, and if I need to know something, I can just drop him an email or a text or ring him, and he's normally got an answer. So thanks, Doug, for all that you've done for my business and for being a really good friend. And isn't it about time we had another badminton match, because he keeps beating me with it.
I'm not sure I can speak, actually, after those fabulous words from Doug and Matthew earlier, except to say that I go back, all the way back almost, don't I, Doug? 10 years ago it was. I was a really struggling, pretty much freelance editor, actually. I was a freelance editor and writer. I didn't know how to run a business. I didn't know where to start, but I knew what I wanted. And Doug walked in and said, let's look at your goals. Where do you want to go? What do you want? And I said, I want an award-winning publishing company. Well, 3 years later, that's exactly what I had. And that was down to working with Doug and the Momentum programme. 10 years ago, that was. Imagine all the people that have been through their doors ever since, all the experience they've now had working with those small businesses in the way they worked with me, and all the fantastic people that they have now rolling that programme out to people like me, people who actually really don't know how to run a business but have a passion for something that they want to turn into something bigger. And this book, to me, the honour of being able to work on this book and actually know that all those people who don't have the privilege and the honour of getting to meet Doug, Matthew and their team actually will have an opportunity with this book. So I'm really, really proud, guys. Thank you so much for allowing us to work with you on the book. And yeah, as somebody said earlier, it's all in the book. Go read it. Thank you.